What's going on to you, Sagittarius? You have the Emperor, Nine of Pentacles, and then you have the Ace of Pentacles. So a lot more being authoritative, being in a very high position in your life, very powerful position. A lot of you Sagittarius also feel good about the disposition that you're in. A lot of you right now, like I said, a lot of you have resolved that issue on whether or not you're probably going to help them or not. And a lot of you, a lot of you Sagittarius probably chose no, you're not going to. That is pretty much just extra. It's extra. You see it as it's just another reason to not actually get to where you want to go, right? All that's going to do is slow you down. And a lot of you Sagittarius don't essentially want to be slowed down by that. And so you're choosing to empower yourself. You know, this person has to essentially fix their own self. But remember, in a yearly overview 2026, remember this person may come back after a certain time next year, which we're not too far away from now. And the reason for that, hold on, that might be my dog. No? So the situation for that is that, so the situation for that is that, because again, you just made a decision to not allow a person to really get in your way. A lot of you Sagittarius are like, why slow up? Why put yourself in a position where you can actually get to where it is that you want to go by concentrating on yourself a lot faster, right? But you decide to not do that based upon the dysfunction that you're going to go through trying to save this individual. So the thing is that the Five of Wands in the World card here is all about how you, Sagittarius, right? Five of Wands now is about, again, you know, because the truth be told is that you just see things from a much more, a greater perspective, you know, a much more higher order perspective. You understand why go so hard for a person who is wrestling with you to not be good to them, right? Like you're trying to be with them, like you're trying to be with them and it's not working. Like to take myself for an example, right? You'll have, like, I know someone right now who essentially blocked me for no reason, just blocked me for no reason. It's the same Aquarius that I was talking about, blocked me for no reason. And then is upset with me. And it's like, yeah, I did make, to be honest with you, I did make kind of a video goofing on the person a little bit. But guess what happened? I was going to leave it up. And then I said, you know what? I said, this isn't even about trying to get back at the person, because all I wanted this person to do was to like me. And so I don't look at, you know what I'm saying? Like it gets down in the mud in that sense. This is why I was trying to tell y'all, don't get petty with these individuals like that, because you end up becoming a part of that too. So, and the reason why is because it becomes weird really quickly, right? You got to keep things clear about who the weirdo is in the situation, right? Because look, if I was to keep the video up, it's like I'm saying that I like this person, but look at what I'm doing to a person that I said out of my own mouth externally, but internally I do like them as well. Look at what I am doing to a person that I can say that I like. You understand what I'm saying? So I was uncomfortable. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna take responsibility for this. Boom, I took it down. I said, no matter how much the person goofs on me, I'm not gonna say anything, because it's too easy. Number one, not only is it too easy, but also it's a perspective of like, what am I doing at the end of the day, right? I'm not gonna feel good. And so you pretty much understand it, right? Still to this day, the person still has me blocked. It's like, if the person really felt that badly, why don't they have me unblocked? They don't have me unblocked because they need to make up the narrative. The narrative is more important to them than actually being a thing, you know? So, and it is what it is, right? They chose the narrative. And so That's the same scenario going on with you, Sagittarius, right? Whatever narrative they was creating, right? I'm just using myself as the example, but whatever narrative they were creating, that's more important to them, right? Because why aren't you in a relationship with these people now? Two of y'all would have been going through what y'all went going through together instead of apart. So why aren't the two of you actually going through that scenario or whatever y'all got going on together? Why are y'all not together as you Sagittarius grow and these people are not, right? If the two of you were together, if you Sagittarius were growing, they would have been inspired to grow along with you, to keep up with you, right? But look, they didn't respect the relationship between the two of you enough to actually grow. They wanted to be about the narrative, right? Oh, you Sagittarius, there's something's gotta be wrong with you Sagittarius. And that narrative messed them up. They wanted the narrative more than they wanted to actually live in reality. And so the narrative messed them up. They got caught up with their own narrative. Now they're left holding the stink bag. And so the situation is, that's what the Five of Wands and the World card represent. You Sagittarius are thinking of, you're thinking Sagittariusly. You're thinking, that's my family. You're thinking worldly. You Sagittarius are thinking from a world perspective. You understand it, that like, if you would have helped them, what would have been the point of you helping them? Trying to help an ungrateful, goofy individual that has to create lies to pull some foolishness, because it's cognitive dissonance is what it is. They don't want to do right by you because they want to hold up the narrative that all so-and-so is not good. All this, all that, everybody cheats. It's like, no, we don't. I've never cheated a day in my life. Factually, that's incorrect. No, it's never happened, right? But everybody. It's like, but what about the people being born now? What about the beautiful people being born now? Do they go out there and hang out with other people and exhibit infidelity too, right? Like, is that a thing? And so you Sagittarius just see it for what it is, how goofy the scenario was and how weird it would have been if you would have went back and to help them. Six of Swords and the Six of Wands now represents they're still waiting on you, but you Sagittarius don't care. You shouldn't care. Let them wait. The Justice, you did what it is that you were supposed to do. You're doing what you're supposed to do now. You're moving forward. And the moving forward is putting you in a very good disposition. The Eight of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles here represents how you Sagittarius are enjoying your lives. Five of Pentacles, because you have less, you have less nonsense to worry about. Your mind is not occupied with more nonsense. Your mind is less occupied with nonsense. Your mind is more occupied with what you got to do, what you've got going on. How are you going to spend your day? Where is your life going? Yeah, a lot of these people will have you wilding if you think about trying to save everybody and save this and save that and save these people and save the world. And people will have you out here going off your rocker, have you out here losing your mind if you try to save these individuals, because they so stupid. The comprehensional skills is on the floor. You know what I'm saying? They're so stupid to the point where they're going to constantly be like this. They're always going to need you to come in and save them. Always going to need you to help them, save them, be with them. If they're falling, catch them. All of this stuff, right? Like, while still at the same time talk about you like you're yesterday's lunch. It's like, what are we doing right now? Like, people want to do bad things and yield good results, and it's like, that's not how this thing is happening. That's not the mechanism of how the universe works. That's not how things happen. People want to talk about you, Sagittarius, like Again, y'all are yesterday's lunch, right? Complete disrespect. But then at the same time, specifically this person wants to talk to you about you like that, and or treat you like that, be difficult with you, be combative, all this other type of goofy nonsense, right? But then at the same time, you Sagittarius are obligated to. It's like this goes to show you just how weird their mindset is. What universe do they do that? Like, do you understand how dysfunctional that is? Like, a person thinks that that's correct to them. Like, I'm going to treat the Sagittarius any old kind of way, and the Sagittarius is still going to chase up on after me, and it's weird. Let's clarify the Five of Pentacles. Let's clarify the Five of Pentacles for you, Sagittarius. So, to clarify the Five of Pentacles for you, you have the Wheel of Fortune, the King of Pentacles, right, the Nine of Swords, right, the Magician, and then and then the Page of Swords. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune, King of Pentacles, Nine of Swords. Results proved who is the more intelligent one, right? Obviously, you Sagittarius are the ones that basically were the smarter ones, or the ones that were more wise. You actually confronted things within yourself, and you did it by yourself. Why can't this person do it by themselves? You did it. So the Nine of Swords, you don't want to hear about people whining and trying to get you to help them. You Sagittarius have moved forward successfully, and that's what you're going to continue to do even into the year 2026. If they reach out to you in 2026, you're not answering that phone. They are going to have to confront their own situations by themselves or with someone else. You Sagittarius are not into that, trying to save these people. They got to save themselves, and they don't even appreciate anything that you do for them. So what is going on? And so the Magician and the Page of Swords here represents, you see how your life is turning out. You don't want some person getting in the way of your blessings, getting in the way of that, and would always get in the way of that with their cartoon goofy antics. It took you Sagittarius a minute for y'all to actually get to a point where y'all are on point and y'all are balling. Why would y'all want to slack off? You're not. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to get the YouTube channel to 100K. Right now we have 29,170 subscribers. Hit the notification bell, set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. If you Sagittarius want to come through and get a personal reading, the link to that is in the comment section below. Peace, Sag.